Hello everyone, welcome to Math 213 and Math 215. These are the EMC2 sections of linear algebra. I just wanted to make this quick little video to introduce myself and to give you a short introduction on what you can expect to see in linear algebra this semester. So first off, I'd like to apologize that I will not be there on the first 2 days of classes this semester. I was invited, so that's Wednesday and Friday, Wednesday September 6th and Friday September 8th. I was invited to speak at a string theory physics conference in South Africa, and so I'm currently actually in South Africa making this video from South Africa. So I have left you in the very capable hands of Dr. Megan Dixon. She'll be teaching class on Wednesday and on Friday, and then I will return on Monday to take over from there. I did want to create a video to sort of tell you what the course is going to look like though, and so that's what this video is for here. So first of all, my name is Mark Hughes. I'm excited to teach linear algebra. I think EMC2 linear algebra is probably my favorite class that I get to teach. I think that we get to include some cool concepts that they don't get to see in the other linear algebra sections. We get to sort of mix it with some stuff you'll be seeing in Math 290, and we get to just kind of, I don't know, it's I think definitely my favorite class to teach. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it as well. We'll see some cool applications of linear algebra. So the best way to get a hold of me is through email. My email is hughes@mathematics.byu.edu, and my office is just upstairs in the Talmadge, room 204. I do have office hours scheduled Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at various times. So Monday from 2 to 2:50, Wednesday from 1 to 1:50, and Friday from 10 to 10:50. Now I tried to pick a variety of times so that even if you have class during the Monday office hours, you can still hopefully come to the Wednesday and Friday ones, or if you have class during the Friday office hours, you can hopefully attend the Wednesday ones. Of course, if none of those times work, or if you need to see me outside those office hours, you are always welcome to email me to set up an appointment. So if you'd like to see a paper copy of the syllabus, so first of all, everything I'm going to show you here is in Canvas. So I will be using Canvas as our course management software. And so basically everything you need for the course should be in Canvas. So if you'd like to see the syllabus, you can click under this course information block. When you go into Canvas, you'll see the syllabus link. You can click that. I think it'll make me click it again. And you can see a paper version of the syllabus. If you wait a second. Yeah, so here's a paper version of the syllabus, which has basically all the information that I'm going to talk about right now. I'd recommend taking a look at the syllabus and just familiarizing yourself with it. And so you can always find it on Canvas here. Although most of this stuff here I'm going to talk about in the next couple minutes. So going back to the main page, the book that we're going to be using is Linear Algebra, A Modern Introduction by David Poole. Now, you don't have to buy a physical copy of the book. We will have part of the homework assignments will be done through WebAssign, which is an online homework platform. And as part of the course, you're going to be given, you will automatically be billed for WebAssign access and given access to the ebook as part of that. So you don't have to buy a WebAssign key. You don't have to go out and do anything special. By being registered in the course, you'll see a charge on your student account for WebAssign access. And I don't think it's too terrible. If I remember, for the e-textbook and for WebAssign, I think it's like $70, which is, I guess it's $70 is $70. But if you don't want to buy a textbook, then if you don't want to buy a physical copy of the textbook, then that's all you need to pay to gain access to the ebook and for the online homework system. It's a lot cheaper than it used to be, so it's maybe not perfect, but it did used to when we had to buy the physical book and buy WebAssign separately, and it ended up being quite a bit more money. So to view the ebook, you can click on this link here, and then it'll bring up another page with another link you can click. Now, when I click this link, it's not going to take me to the textbook because I'm using Canvas in student view, and so it's going to send me to the textbook with the wrong login credentials. But if you click this link, a Cengage page, Cengage is the publisher, page should pop up. You should be able to either log in if you have an account or create a Cengage account, which it should prompt you to do. And once you've done that, then you should be able to view the textbook. Okay, so going back to the main page of Canvas here, I will tend to teach from lecture slides. So I have a set of lecture slides that I created for this class. So I'll do kind of a combination of writing on lecture slides and writing on the board. So there's sort of all the lecture slides that I'll be using in the class are here. There's sort of two versions. So if you look at chapter 1, there's a handout version. If I click this is just a version of the lecture slides with nothing written on them. I mean, it's got it. Well, you'll see in a second. So it's got all the lecture slides there, but none of the annotations that I make are on there. And so what some people like to do is they like to load this up on an e-reader or like a iPad or whatever, or print them off and then sort of take notes as you go through the class. So you can sort of add your own notes as you go through the class if you'd like to do it that way. The other version I have are the notes versions, and these ones have all the annotations with them. So if this loads up, oh, it's taking me to a new page. Not sure why it's doing this. Well, let's go. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Stop. Try that again. All right. So here's the notes version. You can see, let's find a page here. You can see that there's these annotations that show up here. There's not so many on the first section, but you can see some annotations there. That's the only difference between the two versions. One of them has the annotations, which are kind of like the proofs to things and answers to questions and stuff, whereas the other ones are blank and don't have those annotations there. Okay. So back to the main page, and you can, if your home page becomes a little too cumbersome, you can kind of shrink down those boxes. So the next thing you're going to see is that each day in class, is sort of separated into its own module. So Wednesday, September 6th, it tells us the sections in the textbook that we're going to cover. So section 1.1, and then the first part of section 1.2. And then underneath the sections, there is two homework assignments. One is a written homework assignment. So if you click the written homework assignment, it's going to bring up a page, and this page is going to have a few question numbers. Sorry, the internet's here is a little slow here. So you can see here there's assigned problems, 1A, 2AB, 5AB, etc. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to pick those questions out of the textbook. You're going to complete them on a piece of paper, write them up as legibly as possible. And the way that you're going to submit the homework is through Gradescope. Now, currently, again, what's supposed to happen is when you're logged in this little section here, Gradescope should pop up. I think, it looks like I have a problem with cookies, but also I think there's a problem because, again, I'm logged into Canvas under Student View. So normally when you click on the written homework section, you should see the Gradescope window open up. You can, if you don't have a Gradescope account already, you'll need to make one. But what Gradescope is for is it's just a platform for submitting homework online. So Gradescope will prompt you you'll take pictures of your homework, try and take really clear pictures if you can with your cell phone or whatever, and then you can upload those pictures into Gradescope, and then the grader will go into Gradescope and grade everything. So Gradescope will be the way that we collect our written homework assignments and how everything is graded, and Gradescope should sort of pop up when you click on the written homework assignment. Sorry, it doesn't show it here, but it's a little funky when I do it because I'm the instructor. The second homework assignment, or rather the first one as listed here, is WebAssigned. And so there's a written homework assignment for each day. Typically, there's a written homework assignment each day and a WebAssign each day. And so when you click on the WebAssign, it should open up a page. Again, it won't work because I'm the instructor and I'm in Student View, but if you click this button, the WebAssign should pop up. Again, if you haven't made an account with Cengage, it'll prompt you to make one, but it should be easy as that. There shouldn't be anything else you need to do. If you run into any problems with any of this, because there's sort of multiple software components working together, if you run into any problem with it, please let me know and I can figure out how to fix it. So generally speaking, Each day there will be a topic covered in class, or maybe a couple topics covered in class. There will be one web assign. There will be a web assigned homework and a written homework. Now, some days you might have, maybe we cover 2 sections, so maybe we have 2 web assigns or something like that. So it does vary a little bit, but on days when we cover 2 sections, if there are going to be 2 homeworks, generally I make the homeworks a little bit shorter. So they're not like, it's not like double the work, but it's just sort of the same amount of questions, just split up into 2 sections. Now, the way the due dates work is, generally speaking, web assign is due at midnight the day after the material was covered in class. So stuff that is covered in class on Wednesday will be due, web assign will be due Thursday at midnight. Stuff that's covered in class on Friday will be due Saturday at midnight for web assign, and so on. The written homework is generally due, the class is due 4 p.m. the day of the following class period. So for material we cover on Wednesday, the written homework will be due at 4 p.m. on Friday. For stuff we cover on Friday, the written homework will be due 4 p.m. on Monday, and for stuff that we cover on Monday, the written homework will be due 4 p.m. on Wednesday. The reason I make it due at 4 p.m. is just because if you have a few questions and you want to come to class early, or you want to stay after class and ask those questions, having it due at 4 p.m. gives you a little bit of time to, ask a question and then make any corrections or finish up what you need to finish up before submitting it at 4 p.m. So those are the main things in the course. We will have 2 midterm assignments. You will see, if you scroll down here far enough, you will see some labs. I'll tell you a little bit more about the labs later. The first lab doesn't come up until October, so we'll have plenty of time to talk about that. There are 2 midterm exams. The first midterm is October 12th to 16th, and you can see that here. The second midterm is November 9th to 14th. So those are coming up. We have a little while before those come up, and we'll of course talk about those more. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an introduction as to what to expect in the course. Again, I apologize I won't be there the first 2 days. Dr. Dixon will take great care of you, though, I know. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. We can hop on Zoom if that works for you, or I can just try and answer questions over email. But let me know if you have any questions, and I'm excited to meet you all on the first day of class. Well, the first day that I'm back, which is going to be September 11th. So in the meantime, let me know if you have any questions. Take care.